Good afternoon, everybody. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Well, today's going to be a flea market find video, and it's going to be of some of the die-cast picked up when my wife and I went to the flea market up in Kokomo, or I guess it's a flea market or mall or whatever it was. So, haven't had a chance to pull these little price tags on it, but I got some really sweet deals on these. First one we'll start off with 1993. This is Premier Edition Racing Champions. We've got a lot of these to show you. So this is Jeff Bodine. This was the last year he would drive for Bud Moore. He had one win at Sonoma. The Dover race, he switched teams, the Dover race in the fall, because he bought the assets of the Alan Kulwicki team, and he would leave the Bud Moore team and go on to drive his own team. The next one is also a 1994 Premier, Racing Champions Premier. This one's Jeff Burton, 1994 Cup Series Rookie of the Year. And if you took this car out, most likely it does have the yellow rear stripe rookie bumper as I attempt to knock down this camera. Our next one is a 1994 Premier Edition. This one's Terry Labonte, his first season driving for Rick Hendrick in the number 5 car. Of course, you see this one doesn't have a lot of contingency decals. It was a very basic Kellogg's Cornflakes car. Terry had 2 wins that season, and they're escaping me right now. I believe one was at North Wilkesboro, maybe one at Charlotte. I'm drawing a blank on the 94 season. No, it wasn't Charlotte. Maybe Phoenix, but I'm drawing a blank on it nonetheless. Next one up is another 94, Ted Musgrave. Ted was driving for Jack Roush. This was his first year driving for Jack Roush. Had a decent year, but 1995 was his breakout year when he spent most of the year in the top 5 in points. Finished a career best 7th. Next one is Brett Bodine from 1994. Brett finished 2nd in the first Brickyard 400 in this car. This is the last season he would drive for Kenny Bernstein's team. That was the car owner, the famous drag racer. If you listen to the Scene Vault podcast, which I highly recommend, they just finished up a 3-episode interview with Brett Bodine. So a lot of really great behind-the-scenes stuff that he talks about with that team and all the teams that he drove for. Our next one is from 1995. This one's Dale Jarrett. I guess I didn't realize that they had made these into 1995. I knew they had them in 92, 93, and obviously 94. But this one's 95 that they did these Premier ones. And I'll just flip these over because most of the backs are the same. They all do have the little serial numbers stamped in if you want to get a driver autograph, and you see all the licensing information there on it. This was Dale Jarrett's only year driving the Texaco Haviland number 28 car. And that kind of propelled his career with Robert Yates. And he, of course, went on to win the 1999 Cup Series Championship. Our final, we got one more Premier car after this one. This one's Bobby Hamilton driving for Felix Sabates, and then Felix Sabates would later sell this team to Dick Brooks. But this is the 40 Kendall Pontiac. Bobby only had one top 10 finish this year in 94 with this car, and he did fail to qualify for the August race at Michigan. The Kendall sponsorship actually went on Jeff Purvis in the 02 car for that race, but I believe Felix sold that team in 1995 after there were several drivers. Bobby left in 95 to go to drive for Richard Petty, and then they had several drivers in that car. Our final Premier Plus for today, I have a whole nother score of these that I had, but this is Jimmy Spencer. This is, excuse me, the second year of the McDonald's car. Hut Strickland drove it in 1993. Spencer drove it in 1994. And he went and won Talladega and Daytona. The Pepsi 400 was his first career win. Then he won a little bit later that season in the 27 car at Talladega, the July race. Of course, the July race is it got switched to October in 1997. And that's the race that the Cup Series is getting ready to race this weekend. Racing Champions also come out with these things called stock rods. This one's Dick Trickle when he was driving for Junie Donlevy. I just thought that was a pretty slick looking car. And I had never seen the 50th anniversary editions of these. I had seen these in 1997, I think maybe a few in 96 when they come out. But they just took custom rods and put Cup Series paint jobs on them. Here's the Ernie Irvan 10th anniversary of Davey Allison's first win. This one is a 1997 one. 1997 release of that car, the stock rods. Got a couple more cars in this, and then we'll call it a day. Of course, the very famous Winn-Dixie paint job that Mark Martin drove to so many wins in the Busch Series for Jack Roush. Just a very iconic look on a... I'm not sure what kind of card that is. 32 Ford something or other. Highboy, it looks like what it says. Looks like we got 3 more cars to look at. Got a 1991 Terry Labonte Sunoco Olds. This was the early days of Racing Champions. You see not a lot of detail. They don't even have sponsors on the quarter panels. And the tires just say Racing Champions. They didn't even have the Goodyear licensing to put on the tires. Yeah, they do have the little Tampo decal graphic right there. It says Goodyear. But that's as good as it got back in the day. That was a pretty high-end diecast. Our next to last one, Greg Trammell. Greg was, I believe, an engine specialist or a tire specialist or something on Bill Elliott's Cup team. And occasionally he would run ARCA races. This, I believe, was in 1990-91 at Atlanta. But there you see Greg Trammell and Harry Melling, the car owner. Not sure who the other folks are in the picture. And our last one for the day is actually NHRA, and it's from 1989, Lori Johns in her Jolly Rancher Top Fuel Dragster. Of course, this is obviously nowhere near to scale of any of it. Can't even see what the Racing Champions on the tires there. But Lori Johns is one of many female drivers in the NHRA series. And I've really never seen that many of these cars. There's a late Gary Ormsby. Gary, I believe, passed away of cancer in 1990. But there you see some other names that you might be familiar with that was in the set. Joe Amato, I believe he was the first top fuel driver over 260 miles an hour back in the mid-80s. Kenny Bernstein, the first one to break 300. There's Big Daddy Don Garlitz. He's got just a who's who of history behind him with all the records that he's broken all the years. Daryl Gwynn, of course, he had that tragic accident in England in 1990 that caused him to have part of his arm amputated and also was paralyzed from the waist down. We just reviewed Lori Johns' car. There's Shirley Muldowney, 3-time NHRA Top Fuel champion. And we just mentioned Gary Ormsby there, Castrol GTX. But there you see they also had the stock cars, which was the Nascar. You had the Indy car, Funny Car, Pro Stock. And they would later come out with World of Outlaws and some sprint cars. I believe we had a couple of the sprint cars on the channel sometime last year. But anyway, just wanted to show you some of the finds that I had a couple of weeks ago. I still have one more bag of diecast to kind of go through. Maybe we'll do that here in a week or so. Still itching to open some more cards. We still have this hanger box of Series 2 that we'll do sometime. We got more WWE cards that we'll do at some point. And we still have this certified hobby box just itching to be opened up, but we will get to it at some point in time. So just hang in there. We will get to it. We're at 215 subs again. We've been going 14, 15, 14, 15. But let's keep it going to 500. Because when we get to 500, of course, you guys know what we're going to do. We're going to have a giveaway, and it'll be a relic card giveaway. Don't know who, don't know what, but it will be one of 4 sports, either racing, wrestling, football, or baseball. And the lucky winner of that contest, when we do have that drawing, will get to choose which one of those 4 cards that they would like to have sent their way. So once again, I do appreciate everybody's involvement with the channel. I'll keep the likes coming, keep the comments coming, keep the subscription coming. I truly do appreciate it. We will keep growing this channel and just keep having fun, going through cards, going through diecast, and just having a good time on the channel. So I thank all you guys again, and we will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching.